I test a lot of beauty products each month, and you know, most of the time I don't even like talk about them, or the videos that I do for short form don't see the light of day. But luckily, I have YouTube now, and let's just get into all of the beauty products I tried this month. Hi beauties, it's Hanya Marie from Nubelease.com, and I've got a bunch of products that I've been trying this month. I figured this is the best place for me to actually bring my thoughts to because otherwise they're just not gonna be seen. I try so many new beauty products, skincare products, hair care products, all of these different things, fragrances, but a lot of times they just don't see the light of day because I don't have time to like edit them or people don't seem interested in it anymore. It's just a lot to try to keep up with a grind of like beauty reviews. Plus, I always take more time to try a product so I can see it in different ways, like different products with it during the day, wearing it longer, doing it like with different techniques, different like brushes. There's always something I'm doing to try to like test out a product. And it's hard to really like get your full thoughts on a product if you're just trying to like hurry up and get it out right when it releases. You know, it's just one of those things where it's like I'm always going to be a little bit slower because I'm actually trying to test the product. All tea, all shade. Let's talk about e.l.f. real quick. They came out with a bunch of new products, and one of them are their highlighters. This is the Halo Glow Silky Powder Highlighter. I have it in two shades. I have it here in Bronzed Babe, which is a deeper shade, a bronzy shade, and then a Prosecco Popping shade. This is like their champagne-y shade. I have had e.l.f. highlighters for so long. I did like a little TikTok video, maybe I can insert it here, showing that I have pretty much every generation of e.l.f. highlighter because I've been using the brand for so long. I was hoping that this shade was actually going to end up being a shade similar to like one of the original shades that they have. I don't know if you can see it here. It's not the same shade like at all, but it is a very pretty champagne-y shade. I have it like in my inner tear duct right now, and I think that's pretty much how I'm going to use it. This is a soft highlight, like a, you know, real micronized, like soft highlighter that I think is very like right now with how we're doing highlighters. It's not like some blinding like highlight. It really works well like in the inner corner. I've used it as an eyeshadow topper, and I have used it on my cheeks. I've also used the Bronze Baddie shade on my cheeks as well. I don't have it on today, but what I will say about this shade is that it is a little bit, it's a deep bronze. And one of the things that e.l.f. usually does is they have shades for like all beauties and all skin tones. This is such a pretty shade. A shade that I have not seen released by a beauty brand in like a long time. They did a really good job with this shade. However, the shade lighter than this is so warm. I skipped it because I didn't want a shade that was going to look like just really warm on the cheeks, and so I went for this one hoping that it was going to be similar to like the old shade of like Kylie Cosmetics highlighter that I used to love, and this one is deeper than that. So this is really good if you are deeper than my skin tone. I think it'll give you like an ethereal glow. If you're around my skin tone, so I'm thinking Fenty 420s and up, Maybelline 355s and up, and MAC NC50s and up, this will probably be a little bit too dark for you, but it's such a pretty shade. Again, you can use it on your eyes, like inner corner, like just other places, and it's such a beautiful shade. I really want like more brands to come out with like a shade like this. So overall, I think this is a good product. I'm definitely going to use it up and keep it in my collection because I love e.l.f. highlighters, and I love that like micronized, ethereal, like light sort of highlighter. e.l.f. also came out with liquid velvet eyeshadows. I have it in two shades here. I was really interested in these. I have it in the shade Extra Toasted and Ginger Snap. These were like on my list immediately because I thought that they were going to be really interesting dupes to the Makeup by Mario ones. These are like beautiful. Like they really are so easy, creamy. These set down really quick on the eye, and you boom, you have like a full eyeshadow look if you've got some deeper ones and these ones. So I was like really excited to try them to see if they are dupes, and I think that they're similar. I don't think that these are dupes. I think that they're similar. I think that most beauties online that like review this are going to tell you that this is a dupe. I feel a little bit different about them just because for me a dupe is like the old school version of dupe. Like it's everything about it is similar. We can go back and forth from that. I don't want to be on my high horse again. I feel like I've said this to like my social media family. Like, look, I'm old school. I am 2016 beauty guru old, and like everything is a dupe now, even if it just like has the same color. Like, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, I think that these are a little bit different. So the Makeup by Mario ones, they dry down really fast. So you can put it on your eye really quickly. They have the similar applicator and they dry down. So you kind of like can mix it in with your finger and blend it in with a brush and then you're done. So it's got like this like cream kind of formula, same sort of doe foot applicator as the e.l.f. version. I think that this one is more pigmented. So the Makeup by Mario version has more pigment on the eye. I think I have a video of me showing you one eye versus the other. And then I think with the e.l.f. version, the e.l.f. version is a little bit more sheer and it doesn't dry down as fast. So the doe foot applicator is really similar on these. And I still think that this is like product is nice. I don't think that they are exact dupes because if you're getting the e.l.f. thinking that you're going to get the pigmentation of the Makeup by Mario, it's a little bit less pigmented. And the e.l.f. you actually have more playtime. So pretty close, but I wouldn't say that this is like an exact dupe, especially because like I said, the Makeup by Mario ones I think have better pigmentation. They do last a long time, both of them, but I do notice with the Makeup by Mario, because it kind of sets down as like a blurred matte, I find that it like lasts longer in terms of like the pigment and then also less creasing. So take that for what you will. I think most people would still really love these. This is a great product. This is a great product. Do you get what I'm saying now? I feel like I was trying to like explain what I mean about like great products. I think that most people wouldn't care about the differences between these unless they are really doing a lot of eyeshadow, they're a makeup artist, or they're just like really into nuances and they want to make sure that they're getting like the best version of whatever product. So if you're like into cream eyeshadows, you want to get the best version of a cream eyeshadow, I think that the Makeup by Mario is better. But if you like cream eyeshadow or you like eyeshadows and you want something quick and you don't really care about higher pigmentation and things like that, or you don't care about like necessarily 16-hour wear, then the e.l.f. is just as good. In terms of like shades, the shade Sienna, which is like the shade that I'm wearing today, the dupe for that is Ginger Snap. In terms of like similar shades, I think these shades are pretty similar on the eye. I'll be able to like show you what I mean. If you like this style of video, go ahead and follow Nubelease here on YouTube. Also follow at Nubelease on all social media platforms, so like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, and you can join my email list on Nubelease.com where I will send you emails that just keep you updated on product reviews, new product releases, and things happening in the beauty community. Okay. There's a lot going on here. This is the first time I'm doing this, so I really am not sure how to set it up. I think I'm just gonna like grab products and tell you what I think. We might as well keep talking about drugstore. And speaking of dupes, I picked up the Cloudtopia blush. This is the Maybelline Cloudtopia Cheek and Lip Mousse. This is a throwback like type of product to me in my mind. I remember so many Maybelline like mousse products. There was like an eyeshadow kind of version, something like this. It comes in a glass container and I have it in the shade 12 Toasted Sky. This is such a pretty shade. Like it's like a almost like a burgundy, like a warm sort of burgundy, toasty kind of brown. Like I'm not sure how, it's not a red, but it looks really beautiful on the skin, especially if you are my skin tone. Immediately I thought about this product as being a potential dupe for Rhodes blush, the black girl shade that everybody has in the Rhode blush, which is called Toasted Teddy. So let me show you what they look like. I swatched these for you so that you could see like the differences, but this is what both shades look like. And they look like they would be really similar shades. I think that these are a really good color match, not necessarily a product dupe, if that makes sense. So this one is a moussey texture that comes out in like a soft matte. It ends up looking like a soft blurred matte on the skin. And this one is like a creamy formula that really doesn't set down to like a matte or soft matte at all. It stays as like a natural finish. So even though the shades are similar, the texture and formula of them are different. This lasts so long on the skin. You could do a 12-hour makeup look and this is going to be like still on, still looking beautiful. I do find that this one dulls down a little bit, but it's such a beautiful like natural flush that it just like looks good. Like even though it's still a natural finish, it's not like matte or anything like that. There's no like blurring. I don't see blurring with this one. It's still just like a really beautiful natural product. Also, this one can go on your lips too. All of their shades are lip and cheek. And this one is just lip. I mean, just cheek. Yeah, I think this one doesn't go on your lips. So if that is helpful, this is a great product. This is a great product. I've been using this quite a bit. I don't have it on today, but I've been using this quite a bit. These are both great products. Also at the drugstore is the new Maybelline Lifter Concealer. This is their full coverage serum concealer. I have it in the shade 95. This is what it looks like. It has got this weird doe foot. Like, it's almost like a half doe foot, which is so strange, but they made it this way supposedly so that you could sculpt the face a lot better, so that you could really like snatch areas and get into small like crevices versus like a longer traditional doe foot applicator. This product is interesting. The finish of it, or the like texture of it, is very thin. So I get where they're going with like the serum concealer sort of thing. And you get good like medium coverage on it as soon as you like place it down and blend it out. I do find that like if you let this set for a little bit, like place the concealer and then just let it sit, do something else on your face, like your eyebrows or something like that, it builds to like a full coverage. It doesn't dry down completely, so you still have playtime to like go back in and blend. This is, I really want to say that this is a great product, but I think it's just a good product. And the reason why I say that is even though the texture, the finish is nice, it lasts a long time. You can build it from like as soon as you put it on medium coverage all the way up to full coverage. The shades, you know, I always have a problem with Maybelline shades, which is crazy because the Maybelline Fit Me collection, love. They did that collection so well. The concealers, the foundations, the loose setting powder, the pressed powders, all have really great shades. Everything they've done outside of the Fit Me line, they tend to have these like really golden shades or really warm shades that don't work on someone like me that tries to stay my natural neutral shade. I look really probably golden and warm right now, but like normally like I am a neutral girl and I try to stay neutral with a little bit of golden, but if you give me an option, I'd like to stay neutral and then add warmth where I want it. You know what I'm saying? These shades, they never seem to work. The shade that I have here is 95, and this is such a warm shade. I think that it shows up different than what it even looks like in the container. To me, you would see this and be like, oh, okay, yeah, like this is a golden, it won't focus. This is a golden shade. Like, okay, I can get at this golden shade. This shows up really warm under my eye. Like it's not quite orange, but it's heading that way. And then once I blend it out, I'm like, this is too like orange on me. The shade lighter than that is too light, and the shade deeper than that is too deep. I'm in the shade range where like I get one option. Like if it's going to be like, you know, a few black girl shades, brown girl shades, I get one option. They've added some shades after this though, so like that is helpful because, you know, deeper skin beauties, we need shades. It's just that they're missing the nuance of undertone in a way that is accurate. And a lot of beauty brands will slap on golden, neutral, and all of that for the brown and black girl shades, or the brown and black beauty shades, excuse me. And they will just assume that like that works. Whereas like the lighter shades get a lot more nuance in not only the naming of the shades, but the accuracy that goes along with those names, if that makes sense. So I'm still hoping that beauty lovers will like, you know, be able to work with this shade. But again, like if you're my skin tone, like this is it. This is the shade that you get. And if you aren't truly golden or warm, I'm not sure if it's going to work. This is a good product. It would be great if we had nuanced undertones. Please, please, Maybelline. Like I know y'all can get it together. I know y'all can do it. Speaking of concealers, like these concealers are the e.l.f. Soft Glam Satin Concealers, and I have it in two shades. I have it in the shade 53 Deep Neutral and 54 Deep Neutral. I just bought the shades that sort of like went in tandem with the soft matte foundations that I have. These are really nice, like really nice. This is really what I'm looking for from a serum concealer. Very, very thin, lightweight, that you can build up a little bit. Now, I think that like the lifter concealer, you can build up to full coverage. This says that it's medium buildable. I think it's medium to medium. When you put this under your eye, like it's going to have a very thin sort of feel, but even if you leave it underneath your eye for a little bit, it pretty much stays medium. I don't really see that this actually builds up to like a full coverage. So in terms of that claim, I don't know if I really feel like it's medium buildable, just medium. I love the like shape of this doe foot, that it actually has like a little bit of a hook to it. If it'll focus, will it focus? No, will it focus? it won't focus, whatever. I'll show you what it looks like. It has like a little bit of a hook so you can kind of like get into those crevices. The shades that they did with this is the nuance that I love, that I wish that the Maybelline concealer had. I can use both 53 and 54. I feel like 54 is the shade that I can use to cover up blemishes. But again, because it's medium coverage and to me doesn't build up to full coverage, I think that my deeper blemishes, the darker ones, I still have to kind of go with something a little bit higher coverage. But the 53 shade is really nice underneath the eye. I do think that these shades are slightly different. So even though they both are right after each other and they both say deep neutral, they're different shades. I'll show you like what they look like on a hand swatch. I like both of these though. I do feel like it lasts a long time. There's like not a lot of creasing. This is just a really great product, honestly, a great product. And I like the like little packaging too. It's like really simple packaging. At first I was like gonna read them for filth because I was like, wait a minute, this is not the same size as the camo concealer, but I think it is. Hold on. I don't know where the camo concealer is. It's probably like in my other makeup stuff, but this isn't far off from like other concealers. I think this is just a smaller packaging. So for example, this is 0.21 fluid ounces and this one is, I don't know. I'm trying to give it a comparison. I don't have it. I thought that these concealers were like really tiny, but they are pretty much the similar size of other concealers right now. So it's not as tiny as I thought it was. I was thinking, I'm like, dang, this thing is really small. They just put it in a smaller packaging. We might as well go ahead and throw in a few more e.l.f. products here. This is the newer e.l.f. like eyebrow pencil. I think they're calling it the Microfine Brow Pencil. And this one is really, it's like a tiny, like you could probably barely see how tiny this pencil is. It is a microfine pencil, similar to what brands like Benefit are completely popular for. This is a really nice product. I feel like it's not waxy at all. They used to have brow pencils that I didn't particularly care for because I felt like it was like really waxy. They've improved this formula and now they've got it to like the microfine like pencil kind of thing, and it really works well on the brows. It has like the spoolie on the other end. This is in the shade Espresso. That's what I have in my brows today. Love this. Like, this is a brow pencil that I will continue to purchase. Right now, my favorite brow products are Drugstore. That says something. For the longest, prestige brands were the ones who would give you the like best brow products. And I am still a Benefit brow babe. I love some of those products, like, but e.l.f. and L'Oreal and Maybelline are really doing well with like their brow products. This is a great product. As a matter of fact, I see myself repurchasing this. And I think it was like $5 or maybe, yeah, I think it was about $5. This I'm going to repurchase. Also, to like round it out, e.l.f. released another set of their like lip liners. These are $3 lip liners and they are so good, like insanely good. I don't know how they formulated these to be like creamy and easy to apply and just like beautiful shades. This is the Doppio Espresso shade. Originally, they had a mocha shade. I have a mocha shade. I also have their plum shade as well. Must have. This is a must have. If you are a brown girl like me, I have on this shade right now. This shade, this is it. The plum shade is beautiful. The mocha shade is a really nice like milk chocolatey brown that you can use as like an everyday shade. But if you're looking for like that really good like standout lip liner, this is it. $3. Creamy, like lasts a long time. It's not like kiss proof or like smudge proof or anything like that, but if you don't mind reapplying and you want a good shade and you want it to like be able to put those lip combos together, this is it. Love it, love it, love it. Must have. It's like I'm thinking about it now. I'm like, yeah, no, because I refuse to not have these. Like, I will continue to repurchase mocha and this espresso shade. Continuing on with lips, this is not a new product. It's a new-ish product. I think they added a few more shades and they also added like a version of it. They've added a few versions of this. This is the L'Oreal Plump Ambition Hyaluronic Lip Oil. This is their PH shade. I had an original of their PH one that is like a purpley shade. Here, I'll show you. Originally, I had this version of the Plump Ambition. This is like their deep purpley kind of shade. This is their other pH adjusting one. This is the shade 090 Berry Noir. And this one is also like a plumping lip oil. So it's got like a high shine, high gloss kind of finish. And it ends up coming out like a pinky tone, of course, because all the pH lip products, like that's what it is, a pinky tone. I wanted another one because I love that one so much, especially if you're doing like no makeup or light makeup days and you just need like something on the lips. That gives like a almost like mentholy kind of like plump, and like it just smooths out the lips, and it's so high gloss and it's comfortable on the lips. It's a little bit it's more of a, I would say it's more of a gloss kind of like thickness versus like an oil, but I always find that like after it wears down, the pink is still there and the moisture is still there, and that's why I feel like they're calling it an oil. So good. I love that one so much that I got this one. This is 010 in Crystal Ice. I feel like this shade is slightly lighter of a pink shade than the first version, but they pretty much do the same thing. It gives you like the little pinkness to your lips. Slight difference, not very much on my already like pigmented or half pigmented lips. I love this product. Like, I know that I love this so much. Like, this is a must-have for me at this point. I will continue to buy these. I feel like pH adjusting lip products are very hit or miss because sometimes the pink in it is so like kiddish and like young, but this is a cute flush type of pink that I really love. That's why I have a second one. I'll continue to buy these because I feel like at the drugstore, this is my favorite pH. I've tried quite a few from different brands and it always comes out to be like that, like, I don't know, like I said, like little like elementary school type pink, like, oh, this is my first play makeup kind of pink, and I don't like that. I love these. Must have for me. I also picked up one of the Maybelline like Lifter Glaze lipsticks. I was trying to find a different shade, but I never got a chance to like get it. So this is the shade Latte Crush. I wanted a shade that would be like, I don't know, like a Your Lips but better type of shade. And this is a nice shade, but I don't really gravitate towards it as much as I thought I was going to. Like, I thought that I was going to like love this product and like, you know, have it as like a simple lipstick. It's just okay. I think that the shade is nice. I just don't feel like the formula is something that I gravitate towards. I will continue to use it. It is pretty hydrating. It's got like a, they're calling it like an oil balm. I feel like it is like a balmy kind of thin balm, little gloss. I would say like low gloss kind of like thing. I don't know. I feel like they were kind of trying to go for a like Clinique style type of lipstick that is really like a balm with a little bit of color. A lot of the clean beauty brands come out with products like this, and I feel like they were kind of going on the Clinique Black Honey type of like vibe with some different shades, but this just falls flat. But maybe it's just because I haven't been gravitating towards any products like that yet. I don't know. Let me know if you've tried products that like look like this or are similar, that maybe have more of a gloss to them, more of like an oil or something like that, that'll just like reel me in. Right now I'm still just in my oils and glosses kind of phase. This is just not doing it for me. It's just an okay product. Okay, I've been talking for way too long. Just one more drugstore product, and then I think I'm going to have to do like prestige and luxury products in another video because this is getting way too long. I've been yapping for almost an hour already. The last product I tried this month is the new Milani bronzer. This is their baked bronzer. I have it in the shade Sicilian Sunset. This is not even the last shade. So, you know, Milani is famous for their baked products, baked blushes, highlighters, and their bronzers. This is 04 Sicilian Sunset, and this is an interesting shade. Like, I thought based on the shade and the pictures from the advertisement that this was going to be more of a neutral shade, and I was hoping for that. This appears like red on my skin. Now, mind you, I tend to like prefer neutral and golden shades. This just pulls red. Like, this is almost indistinguishable on my face from like the Cloudtopia and my like, you know, warm blush sort of shades. So when I put this on with one of those, because it kind of pulls like reddish, it ends up looking like a blush bronzer, a bronzer type of shade. Let me show you what I mean. So I'll put some of the like Cloudtopia on too, so that you can see them together. And because like the colors are just like so similar, like if I wanted to, I could blend them all together, and I have, and it looks like pretty good. So it's not, there's some sort of like redness to it that like ends up feeling like almost like a blush bronzer. I wanted it to be neutral, not not red. It's giving deep red, but it is a bronzer, you know, so it's not a contour. So I don't know if it's like showing on camera, but I wanted this to be more neutral and look neutral like it is in the pan. Okay, that kind of gives you an idea of like what I'm saying. This like shade in the pan and what it looks like on swatch and what it looks like on the face is completely different. It's a little too red for me. I think that the formula is nice. I think they did a really good job keeping up with like the formula that they've always had, and I feel like it lasted a long time on my face. Easy to apply with a brush. I just don't know if I'm gonna like use it a lot. I think I'm actually gonna be using it as more of like a blush bronzer than anything. So I will get use out of it, but I was expecting the shade to be neutral. In terms of like pigmentation and stuff like that, it is buildable, so I do like that. So I feel like you could get like a soft bronze and you can kind of build it up a little bit more into more of a deeper, more pigmented bronze. So that is good. I think it's just okay. I don't it's just giving okay to me. I've yapped for so long that I didn't even get a chance to go through any of the like Sephora prestige luxury products. So let me know if you want a part 2 for the products that I've tried this month, or maybe I'll just do it next month and try to not yap as much. I'm not sure. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, let me know your thoughts on all the products that I've tried. Let me know your review on any of the products that I talked about today. Follow at Nubelease on all social media and subscribe to Nubelease here on YouTube, and I will see you soon. I can't tell what I look like, but bye.